Is Pansari from his Logics. Today we are going to demonstrate our first modeling tip. While writing the if-else statements on the list items, most of us refer directly to the list items like this. For example, uh, if we had to write if-else statements on a dimension like this, and if there are, let's say, three different logic pieces that needed to be write on this dimension, how do you write the if-else statement? So most of us do write like this. So if item of this list, which is work group, equals analytics, then one, else if it is engineering, then two, else if it is planners, then three, else four. So that's how we usually do, right? In Anaplan. Now, what is wrong with this method? Although it does serve the purpose, but this one piece of plans that it is not complying with, which is S, which is scalable or sustainable element of plans. By the way, plans stands for performance, logical, auditable, necessary, and element and scalable elements of the plans, right? So now, if you think about what is so wrong with this way of writing the statement, uh, I would say it is not scalable enough. And the plan will also says that it's not scalable enough. Now, how do you write and how do you deal with the formula statements or if else statements in these kind of scenarios, right? So all you have to do is create a system module. Like in this way, we have created a system module called work group, sys work group. Then we have created as many line items as there was a need for us to write a logic on. So in this case, there's a need for three different line items because there were three different pieces of logic statements that we had already seen. And we have created Boolean formatted line items. And all we had to do is check those Booleans against the list items for that logic. So for analytics, we checked logic one. For engineering, we checked logic two. And for planners, we checked logic three. And for housekeeping, we did not check because there was no specific logic against that housekeeping. Now, we went back and wrote a formula in this case. All we had to do is refer to those lines. If this logic one, we don't have to write equal true. It basically, there's Anaplan takes the Boolean, by default, it takes Boolean as true. So we say if this work logic, group logic one, then one, else if this, then this, and etc. Right? Now, how is it better than the previous one? So think about one particular scenario. For example, if I have to, in this way, if I have to add housekeeping to the first logic, let's say to analytics, I want analytics and housekeeping to be in one in the first logic piece. So I want this to be written as item work group equals analytics or housekeeping. Think about how many times do you have to do it in the dev environment. In every module, wherever you have written the formula, you will have to you will have to call for that an extra development in every module, in wherever you have written that formula, right? But this way, if you have to do this, if you have to add housekeeping to any of these logic statements, all you have to do is check the Boolean. That's it. For example, in this case, if we do this, we actually included the housekeeping logic one. It's going to bring us one in this case, right? So this is how we write if-else statements on the list items, on the structured list items. We're not talking about the production, although you can, but it is not part of this. It's not part of the discussion here. So we're talking about only the structured list here. So this is how you write an if-else statements in situations like this. So that marks the end of our first modeling tip. Hope that helps. Thank you so much.